Hello everyone, I am Kiran Joshi. Hope you all are safe and sound. Children, here I am presenting the video of class 9 civics chapter constitutional design, and this is the first video of the chapter. This video will focus on the democratic constitution in South Africa with the understanding that what had happened there in South Africa and how the South Africans moved towards the task of designing their constitution. The chapter begins with Nelson Mandela's words, which he spoke on being tried for treason by the white South in African government. Uh, and he said, I have fought against white domination and I have fought against black domination. I have cherished the ideal of a democratic and free society in which all persons live together in harmony and with equal opportunities. It is an ideal which I hope to live for and to achieve, but if needs be, it is an ideal for which I am prepared to die. He was very clear in his speech about his views of a democratic society. After the trial, Nelson Mandela and 7 other leaders were sentenced to life imprisonment in 1964 and had to spend the next 28 years in the most dreaded prison of South Africa, Robben Island. He was punished because he opposed the apartheid system in his country. Children, apartheid was the system of racial discrimination unique to South Africa. This system was imposed on South Africa by the white Europeans. As the European trading companies occupied India, in the same way, they occupied South Africa with arms and force during the 17th and 18th centuries. Many whites, that means Europeans, settled there in South Africa and became the local rulers. They began the apartheid system by which the people were divided and labeled on the basis of the color of their skin. The native Africans' skin color is black. They were about three-fourths of the total population of South Africa and were called blacks. Besides, there were people of mixed races. These people were called colored people. Also, there were people who migrated from India. The blacks, colored, and the Indians, means all non-whites, were treated as inferiors by the white rulers. The non-white people did not have the voting right. The apartheid system was very oppressive, especially for the native South Africans. They could not live in the areas where whites lived. Even to work in the white areas, they required a permit. Trains, buses, taxis, hotels, hospitals, schools and colleges, libraries, cinema halls, theatres, beaches, swimming pools, public toilets were all separate for the whites and the blacks. This was the segregation. The blacks were not allowed to visit those churches where the whites worshipped. Blacks were not allowed to form associations. They could not even protest against the ill treatment that they experienced. Since 1950, the blacks, colored, and Indians struggled and protested against the apartheid system. They started protest marches and strikes. The African National Congress was the main organization to lead the struggle against the segregation policies of the whites. The African National Congress included many worker unions and the Communist Party. Even the whites, who were sensitive towards the blacks, colored, and Indians, also joined the African National Congress and opposed apartheid. These sensitive whites played an important and leading role in the struggle against segregation. The system of apartheid was declared as unjust and racist by many countries. Still, the white government continued their policy of ruling through detaining, torturing, and killing thousands of blacks and colored people. The protests and struggles against apartheid increased. Now the government realized that through the oppressive policies they could not continue to keep the blacks under their rule. The white government realized that they needed to bring changes in their policies. Therefore, ban on political parties was lifted and the restrictions on media were removed. After spending 28 years of his life behind the bars, many a times facing brutality also, Nelson Mandela was released from the prison. And finally, at the midnight of 26th April 1994, the new national flag of the Republic of South Africa was hoisted. This was the mark of beginning of the democracy in South Africa. The rule of apartheid government was over and a multiracial government was formed. Nelson Mandela became the first black president of the Republic of South Africa. This was an extraordinary transition from the white ruling government to multiracial government. In Mandela's words, historical enemies succeeded in negotiating a peaceful transition from apartheid to democracy exactly because we were prepared to accept the inherent capacity for goodness in the other. My wish is that South Africans never give up on the belief in goodness, that they cherish that faith in human beings is the cornerstone of our democracy. In the new democratic South Africa under Mandela's leadership, black leaders appealed to their fellow blacks to forgive the whites rather than being revengeful towards them for their decades of oppression and atrocities. The new democratic government of South Africa wanted to build a country that was based on equality of all races, equality of men and women, a new South Africa with the foundation of democratic values, social justice, and human rights. As a first step to achieve this goal, those who followed the policy of segregation, oppression, and brutal killings, and those who led the freedom struggle all sat together for the formation of the common constitution. Various sessions of prolonged debates and discussions took place for 2 years, and finally South Africa got its constitution. Through the constitution, large amount of rights were provided to the South African citizens. They decided that in finding solution of any problem, the process should not exclude anyone and no one should be considered as a demon. That means everyone, regardless of their past actions, should be included as a part of the solution. Here is the preamble of the South African Constitution. The image is shown here in front of you. The essence of this preamble is that South Africa belonged to all those who live in it, that all that live in South Africa have unity in diversity, that a united and democratic South Africa is able to take its rightful place as a sovereign state in the world. May God protect its people. The South African Constitution is considered as one of the finest constitutions that inspires democrats all over the world. South Africa is an example of one such country that was till recently regarded as the most undemocratic and has now become a model of democracy. And all this could be possible only due to the determination of the people of South Africa. The determination to work together so that the past experiences of atrocities and bitterness could be transformed or changed into the binding glue or a firm bond of a rainbow nation. South Africa is a rainbow nation because different people belonging to diverse groups, races, and classes who live in South Africa are given extensive rights and freedom and are united. Speaking on the South African Constitution, Mandela said, "The Constitution of South Africa speaks of both the past and the future. On the one hand, it is a solemn pact in which we, as South Africans, declare to one another that we shall never permit a repetition of our racist, brutal, and repressive past. But it is more than that. It is also a charter for the transformation of our country into one which is truly shared by all its people. A country which in the fullest sense belongs to all of us, black and white, women and men. That's all for this video. Now for the revision of the topic which we covered in the video, there are some questions for you. So the first question is, what is meant by segregation? Second question, what is meant by the apartheid? How did the people of South Africa struggle against it? Third question, who led the struggle against the apartheid? State any 4 practices followed in the system of apartheid in South Africa. Fourth question, explain the transition of apartheid to democratic and multiracial government that took place in South Africa. If you found this video helpful and wish to watch more of such content, do consider subscribing to the channel. Also, if you have any queries or comments, please post them in the comment section below. Thank you.